You know what's good, YouTube. Kratoctavio here, back again once again, and today, we're gonna make our way to the Seafoam Islands. We're probably gonna accidentally catch us a few encounters along the way, because I haven't picked up any repels. I have picked us up a few Ultra Balls, but besides that, I think that's gonna be the bulk of the episode today. I believe yesterday that I said that we were gonna get a lot of captures today, but thinking about it, that's not a good idea in Ashlocke because that's going to limit our options later on. So me teaching one of my Pokemon Fly, Toothless, was completely pointless. Because I'm not going to be needing it right away. Slash is a lot better option, but alas. Let's just go ahead and look at our team, in case you missed the last episode, where we picked up not one, but technically 2 badges if you want to count the unofficial fighting gym. But we have Grayson the Gyarados with a massive 137 attack and 112 special attack, and take advantage of those stats. He has a Hydro Pump Hydro Pump Dragon Rage, Strength, and Takedown. This guy right here has Surf. I don't know why he has it, because his attack is a lot higher than his special attack, even if it is just for coverage. But he does have Headbutt, Surf, Body Slam, and Mega Punch. I really want to get his moveset fixed, but until we do. But we have Butterball the Butterfree, who, stat-wise, he's not our best, but he's a Butterfree. I want to use him. But he has Psychic, Toxic, Teleport, and Sleep Powder. His moveset will be changing later on, but for now, Teleport's only there for grinding. Then we have Pixelmon, whose also stats aren't the best in the world, but you don't really see a Porygon used that often. Plus, he has amazing coverage with Tri-Attack, Psybeam, Thunderbolt, and Recover. I know a lot of people don't like to run Recover or Roost or Soft Boiled or any of those moves, but I use those moves in-game because it doesn't make me waste a turn going for a full heal or whatever. I can actually save those for someone else. That's my justification for it. But we have Charizard, who has turned into an HM slave. He has Fly, Dig, Cut, and Ember. I knew it was going to happen, but it's really disappointing. Then we have the ace in the hole, Masachika the Mewtwo, with Psychic, Mega Kick, Swift, and Confusion. That is just fantastic to have on the team. But you know what? Since we already have Fly on Toothless, let's go ahead and use it, fly our way back to our hometown of Pallet, and then we can begin to surf. But before we do that, let's go talk to Professor Oak and see if anything happens. I don't believe anything does, but it still doesn't hurt to check. He's gonna ask us how our Pokedex is coming along. We've seen 127 Pokemon, and now he's gonna get bitch at us because we haven't caught more Pokemon. Which is fine, because we don't have to catch a lot of Pokemon, because we don't need to. So let's just go ahead and start surfing on the belly of Big Mac, and then we can make our way to Cinnabar Island. So we are out of there. We have a new area we could possibly get Pokemon, and unfortunately we're actually going to run into one, and it's going to be a wild Lapras. Do I want to use this thing? Possibly. I think I may. Should have more than 40 HP. If it doesn't, well then it's not worth my time. It has about 70. So that's unfortunate, but we can start throwing Ultra Balls at him. We still have those 3 Master Balls, which we're not going to be using on a Lapras, which we may not even use. He's actually going to get off the Ultra Ball, which is very unfortunate. He's going to go for a Growl. Another Ultra Ball, hopefully he'll stay in. He doesn't want to stay in the next... Okay, never mind, he does stay in. So Lapras was caught. If anything happens to Grayson, I'm probably going to train up this Lapras. A gentle soul that can read the minds of people. It can ferry people across the sea on its back. I don't know what I want to name this Lapras. It can ferry people. You know what, I'm probably cursing it by giving it this nickname, but because of the boat references, I might as well name it Titanic. Honestly, if I use this thing, it's probably gonna die now, but even though that is very unfortunate, we do have a Lapras now. It's a good replacement for Grayson if he does end up falling. And I may have to use him in the Elite Four because I don't want you picking Magikarp as my starter. And I know some of y'all would. So that may be cheating, but I really don't feel like losing in the second game because you decided to screw me over. I know not all of you would do that, but I have a feeling that most of you would. And if you wouldn't, then thank you. But either way, we are actually at Cinnabar Island now, which did not take us long at all. You know what, I said that last time that we were just going to be catching things this episode, and then the next episode we were going to be going through the Pokemon Mansion. Let's go ahead and take on the Pokemon Mansion. And our encounter for the Pokemon Mansion is actually going to be a Arbok. Haven't we already run into an Arbok? I need to go check that real quick. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check if we've actually ran into an Arbok. If we have, we may catch this thing. If we haven't, then... If we have run into one, I won't catch this thing, but if we haven't, we may catch it. That's what I meant to say. I apologize about my awful English. So I'll be back in just a moment. So it seems, as far as I can tell, we have actually not run into an Arbok as our first encounter. So let's go ahead and actually try to catch this thing. And if we can use it, well, I would not be opposed to using an Arbok. Strength is going to take it down very low, unfortunately. So we're not going to be able to really get another good move off on it. But we can start chunking Ultra Balls at him. I had enough money to pick up 99, so that's what I went ahead and did. And on the first Ultra Ball, we caught Arbok. The Cobra Pokemon. 11'6", 143 pounds. That is a huge snake. I did not realize how big Arbok actually was. Jesus Christ. The fronting patterns on its belly have been studied. 6 variants have been confirmed. And in case you don't know, every generation, Arbok has a different pattern on his belly. So I wonder what they're going to do in 7th gen for Arbok. Because this thing is so huge, there's only one proper nickname for a Arbok, in my opinion, Nagini. And I might pick him up, to be honest. Actually, let me go look at what level he is. And then, if he's high enough level, I might put Pixelmon in the box. Because when do you see... I'm trying to use Pokemon that aren't used that often. I know some of them are, but... at the same time... a lot of them aren't, so... let's just go ahead and deposit our Pixelmon, because Pixelmon is level 45. It's a decently high level. And let's go ahead and withdraw 8 levels different. I think I'm going to use the Nagini. So let's go ahead and actually look at our new member of the team. He's weakened a little bit because they don't fix that as soon as you go in the box. Has Poison Sting, Bite, Glare, and Screech. You know what, I'll use him, and if he isn't going to work out, then I'll go back to Pixelon. We'll see what we do. Either way, Nurse Joy is going to go ahead and heal us up. And then we can make our way through the Pokemon Mansion. Hopefully we don't run into anything too good in there, because I'm going to be a little disappointed if our best encounter was going to be, if our only encounter is going to be an Arbok. But either way, let's make our way up here. I believe you have to go right, and then you have to go left as soon as you get up here. But first we're going to pick up this item, and it's going to be an ether, or an ether. I've heard it pronounced both ways, I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. Secret switch, press it. Well, who wouldn't? This is why you don't press random switches in buildings. You run into wild Arboks, who are the same. You know what, they're going to be around the same level as us. This will be a good time to train them up. We can get some training on screen, which is a lot better than doing it during a grinding montage. And we can actually see if he's worth our time. If he's not, well then too bad. His first battle is going to be against a Fearow. Hopefully this thing won't have Drill Run, and we're a lot higher level than it. We actually have a decent back sprite. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And with another bite, the Fearow is out. I know that wasn't a good test to see if he's good enough, but I might stick with the Guinea. I also might go pick us up a few repels. Okay, so far I'm really liking our pick for this area, because so far everything else is kind of awful. Getting tired of these encounters though. Hitmonlee. If we want a Hitmonlee, we can go get a Hitmonlee. Same level as us, so make of that as you will. So let's go for a Screech. Actually, he's gonna go for the Rolling Kick, which is only gonna do 16 damage. We're gonna get a Screech off, and then hopefully this Poison Sting will do a lot more. Actually, why are we gonna go for Poison Sting? We got Bite. It's normal in this game. Screech Bite is not even bad to have. Another Bite's gonna take out the Hitmonlee with a critical hit. I know the crit didn't even matter. And the Guinea. So you don't go that. I'm so glad I've got rid of that old editing style of mine, because this would be very obnoxious. I mean, it's annoying to have to deal with in-game, but afterwards it would be a lot worse. But either way, we're gonna keep on running into wild Pokemon, and if we run into one more wild Pokemon before we go up these stairs, I'm actually gonna go pick us up a few repels. So let's see. Yeah. After I get out of this battle, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna go run and pick us up a few repels, because this is starting to get annoying. I'm sure it's even worse for you, but yeah, I'm gonna be right back with a few repels, so I'll see you in just a moment. And we're back. We went ahead and picked up a few repels. Well, a few repels, I should say. A couple repels, and then we're just going to be able to get our way through here, hopefully not having to deal with a bunch of wild Pokemon. And then we can... Yes. Hold on, let me finish one thought, then I'll go on with my next. Really? They can't even run away. Let's just switch someone out front. Let's just go ahead and put Masachika out front. Yes, I know we're not going to be getting grinding done, but I'm getting tired of those encounters. What's he doing here? Okay, so because you can't get out of here, you're going to fight me. Oh, you're a burglar. Well, isn't this gonna be fun? You have a Charmander, I have a Mewtwo. This is why you don't steal children. People with Mewtwo's will murder you. Now, if you steal anything from a store, you better turn around and run for your life. Because you may have a Charmeleon, and you may have a Charmander, but I have a Charizard and a Mewtwo. Perhaps the two most popular Pokemon from 1st Gen. Maybe only Pikachu can top that list. But Master Chica's just going to sweep his team with 2 Psychics. And yes, I know he's way too overpowered, but he's a great Pokemon. He's powerful, and I see no reason not to use a good Pokemon. Like, yes, I know it's a bit OP, but is it really my fault that we found a Mewtwo as our first encounter on that route? I don't see how it is. Also, could they not be bothered to render the outside of this? That always bothered me. Like, are you really that lazy that you can't even render that? Yes, I know that you didn't have the best budget in the world, but still. Just slap on the same shade that you're using for everything else and you have it, so. Either way, he's got a Ninetales, we have a Mewtwo, you know what's about to happen. It's about to be a Psychic that one-shots. How did it not one-shot? He's gonna try to roar us out. We don't care. We're gonna go for Confusion. I don't see how roar fails, but unless we have Ingrain, which we don't. So with the Confusion, the Ninetales is taken out. Also, if you're stuck here, why don't you just burn the place down? You have a fire Pokemon. Is that a bit extreme? Perhaps. But either way, we have a can of soda. We can get that RC Cola. Do we push this? I believe we push this and then we can go up there. If I'm wrong, well then, yeah, I'm right so far. It's the first time. So let's just go ahead and make our way up here. I believe you have to push this one. I'm actually never sure about this because I always cheat on this bit because I have no idea how to get through here. I get confused on Silph, but I at least figured that out. Sorry about that. Had to do something real quick. Either way, he's gonna lead with a Magnemite. It's not a Steel type, and even if it was, this Psychic would still do a lot. But because he's not a Steel type yet, Psychic should be able to one-shot Magnemite. It does. For some reason, it still didn't one-shot that Ninetales. I'm guessing the special split, but either way, let's go ahead and keep Master Chica out here. Hit him with a Psychic. And that does not one-shot. But it does get the special attack, the special defense and special attack drop. And then we can finish him off with a Swift. Magneton is out. And now he's going to go ahead and send in his Voltorb. Please do not explode. I'm scared about this thing. Oh god, no, 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 one shot, one shot, one shot. Oh god. Thank god, he just went for the Sonic Boom. I don't know if we would have lived an explosion. But let's just get the Psychic off in the Voltorb before he does explode. And Voltorb is out. Master Chica gains a level, grows to level 45. And we defeat a Scientist. I'm actually not sure of Blaine's levels. And Repel's effect just wore off. So let's just go ahead and pop another one off. Because like I said, I really don't feel like having to deal with all these wild encounters in here. Let's go down these stairs. Okay, let's go back up the stairs. Don't know what those are there for, just a waste of time, I guess. Fall down here. We can make our way up here, turn around, end up at the wrong spot. I'm lost. I'm gonna try to get back there, go down the other side, and if that doesn't work, then I really have no idea. And yes, I know some of you are probably yelling at me in your head, but like I said, I'm not used to doing this bit. Gonna have to push the switch again. Press the switch, yes, who wouldn't? Only weird people wouldn't push a switch. So let's try to go down here. We're gonna fall here, wherever here is. We're gonna find an item. It's an HP up. Might give that to Big Mac. And I believe we're actually getting pretty close to where we need to be. What the heck happened? I am so confused. Push a switch. Then we can make our way back there. Is that the wrong... What? If you can't tell, I'm a little confused right now. Repulsive effect wore off. I'm not confused about that, that's just annoying. We can use a max repel. Make our way down to this thing. Press the switch again. Oh, now you understand why I hate this area. I don't like the Pokemon Mansion. It doesn't really add anything if you don't read the books. But that's fine because we have a item. It's an antidote. Which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just... Whatever. Press the switch again. It's gonna open that. I think we actually have the right way, we just went down the wrong thing. So let's go down to this bottom row now. Still leads to the exact same thing. I don't think we went down these stairs. Yeah, we didn't go down these stairs, I believe. I know where we're going now. As soon as I get here, I'm good. Just getting to this one little bit that I'm lost on. Team 05. What is Team 05? Team 05 is going to end up being Mega Kick. I'm not going to end up teaching that to anyone, but if we ended up needing that later, then cool. I don't think we will, but either way. Press the switch, then I think we may have it from here. It's going to lock that door, but we can make our way over through that door. Knew there was an item over here. It's a Great Ball. It's not a Master Ball, but we have 3 of those already. If you want to know the story about that, then go back and watch the episode from the time that we faced Koga. So let's go for another repel. I think that this should be the final one that we're going to need to use. I know super repels are a better value, but we have enough money, so why not splurge? You can jive him, make our way here, push this switch. Then the one right beside there, I think that will be the last one we need. Push, not punch. Don't punch switches. But we're gonna get a full restore, which is always nice. We have a item on the table. No more room for it, but no. So let's go ahead and should we use? Yeah, let's go ahead and use the HP up. Give it to Big Mac. He's our bulky member, so... TM47. What is TM47? I know that's normally an escape rope, but I randomized the items. Why? Why are you giving me explosion? Thank God no one on my team is suicidal. If any item has to go now, which I'm pretty sure it does, TM47 is about to be tossed. It's not even worth giving it to that Pokemon. We have enough money, so let's go ahead and pick up the secret key. Dig out of here with our Toothless. And... Is there anything else that we can do in this episode? How long have we been recording for? We've been recording for about 26 minutes. That's a good little episode. So next time, after a bit of grinding, only to get Nagini up to proper levels, we're going to take on Blaine. Which, unfortunately, the little badge case is going to be changing. I'm personally loving this one more than any of them so far. Except for maybe before we take on Erica. But either way, I've been Kratoctavio. You've been watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash the hell out of that like button. For some reason, they moved it over to the right side, and I couldn't find it for the first little bit. Check below the dislike and like bar. Can't find it. Subscribe. Pretty sure they kept that in the same place. YouTube, you kind of messed things up again. But I'll see you tomorrow, and peace!